Welcome to the Raise Your Energy podcast. My name is Linda Lange and I'm your host and energy expert. A good question to ask yourself is, do I have the right balance between being grateful for what I have and still striving for more? What would your answer be? If you're not there yet and might not have an answer yet, don't worry about it. You are one of us. But let's dive deeper into what we can do to get more of that balance into our lives. Stay tuned. Finding the right balance between being grateful for what we have and still striving for more is a pursuit we all want to have. But it's not an easy one. I'm most certainly not there myself, and who knows if I ever will. But I'm surely going to try and reach the right balance for me. If I think about my starting point, then I can appreciate how far I have come already. In my so-called old life, I didn't feel grateful very often. Don't get me wrong, I had many reasons to be grateful. That doesn't mean that you are always grateful for them, right? I was rather focused on wanting and getting more, always working towards the next goal and accomplishment and result, never taking the time to be truly present and look at what I had. I wasn't ungrateful either, don't get me wrong. I knew that I was leading a beautiful life and had more than I needed. It was more about not being able to rest and appreciate what I had or what I accomplished. And I was not aware that this is actually an important, a crucial part of a happy and fulfilled life. I thought reaching the next career step would give me a fulfilled life. Or a bigger home would make me happier. But once you reach that goal, you don't take the time to reflect and be thankful for it. No, rather on to the next thing, because that will probably be the holy grail of happiness and fulfillment. It sounds quite tedious, doesn't it? Yeah, it is. So maybe all of this kind of rings a bell for you and you are nodding along here with me. The problem is that if we focus on one of those things, we are literally out of balance. If we concentrate on mostly wanting more and the best next thing, we will never reach the feelings of fulfillment, abundance, or happiness because they never come. Like tomorrow never comes. It's unreachable because we don't allow ourselves to reach it. And if we are too much on the other side and feel grateful for everything we have all day long, we lose connection to that human drive to grow and expand ourselves. If we are 100% grateful for every little piece in our life, there is nothing we would want to change. There is no need to learn anything new or obtain a new skill because we are happy exactly how and where we are. And yes, it does sound lovely, but at the same time, it sounds kind of boring as hell. I could not imagine living without any new experience, new information, or something changing in my life. Can you? I personally think it's about finding a balance between those two polarities, like leveling themselves out, like on a scale. And that balance, or what is the right balance, looks unique for everyone. There is no right or wrong way. It needs to work for you. Always just wanting more and driving for more without ever being grateful for what we have will never make you happy. You just keep going on that vicious circle of wanting and needing. And then being grateful for your current life leaves you without any drive to expand your horizon and experience new things. So the answer for each one of us is somewhere in the middle of those. For some more on one side than the other, which is absolutely fine. So let's talk about what you can do to bring more of that balance into either one of those sides. Let's start with the one that I have spent all of my life in. Always reaching for the next goal and the next and the next. Obviously, I did not have enough gratefulness in my life. So what do I do now to have more gratitude in my life? The biggest change and enabler to feel more grateful was for me to be more present. Practicing being more present meant that I could see and be thankful for every little thing in my life. So that is one thing that you can do. And if you wonder how you can be more present, I actually have a free mini course for you and a guided meditation all about being more present. I will provide you, of course, with the links. Another change I made, and it was painful, was to accept more rewards or praise or thankfulness from others. In the past, I was perfect at brushing it off, never truly accepting great feedback or praise from someone. I always deflected to move the focus away from me. But I learned that receiving thankfulness from others is even more powerful than being thankful for something in your life. I go into that topic more in episode 56, Learn to be more effective in your gratitude practice. So check that one out if you struggle with accepting thank you from others. Now and then I will make gratitude a topic in my meditation or my journaling practice. I don't do it very regularly, and I'm sure it would be good for me to do even more of it. It feels really nice to write down all of the things that you're grateful for in your life, and in your meditation to bring up that feeling, that emotion of gratitude inside of you. For me, feeling grateful in my heart when I meditate, or even outside of my meditation, is one of the strongest emotions that I've ever felt. Once I get into it and get it right, it overflows me. It overflows my heart and it lets it burst open from all that loving energy that the emotion, the frequency of gratitude creates. These are the main tips that I have for you to bring more gratitude onto your scale if you can do with some more of it in your life. So as for the other side of the scale, what if you are very grateful for your life, so much so that you don't even feel like you want to change one single thing? To be very honest, I am so far removed from that state of being that I don't feel like I can give advice on this. And probably this does not need any advice. If you are happy with everything being exactly how it is, then keep doing what you're doing. Just make sure that you are truly happy with how everything is in your life and not just pretending to out of fear of change or conflict or loss. Deep down, you know if this is what you are doing, if you are doing it and hiding your true self. And I just released a really fun meditation on gratitude. It's a bit different than the usual gratefulness meditation where you go through the exercise of being grateful for everything that you have in your life. I collected all of these amazing facts of us being human and I share them with you during the meditation, which then will create gratefulness inside of you for being alive and for being human. I just find these facts so inspiring. I promise you, you will love that meditation. So go and check it out on my YouTube channel. It's called the Gratitude Meditation. And as always, I make sure to provide you with the link somewhere around this episode. And now it's time for me to be thankful. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Make sure to subscribe and leave me a thumbs up if you like this episode. And with that, I love you and leave you. Talk soon and bye-bye.